Good morning friends, my name is Deepak Sharma from Arya College of Engineering and Information Technology, and today we discuss about the various heads and efficiencies for centrifugal pump. So let's start. First we discuss about the various heads of centrifugal pump, in which we discuss about the static head. The main purpose of the pump is to lift the water from the sump and deliver it to the overhead tank. The vertical height between the liquid level in the sump and the liquid level in the delivery tank is called the static head. It consists of two parts, the suction head and the delivery head. That means where suction head is the vertical height between the center line of the pump to the liquid level in the sump, and delivery head is the vertical height the center line of the pump to the liquid level in the delivery tank. The figure shows the schematic diagram of various heads, suction head, delivery head, and for suction and delivery pipes. Now, the second is manometric head. It is the effective head that must be produced by the pump to produce the external requirements. It includes all the losses like frictional losses, leakage losses, etc. The value of manometric head is shown by the equation number first and second. Now, where HFS and HFD are the head loss due to friction in suction and delivery pipes respectively, and Vs is the velocity of the fluid in the suction pipe. The head imparted to the fluid liquid by the impeller is equal to the sum of manometric head and the loss of head in the impeller and casing, as shown in the equation number 3 or an equation. So from equation number 3 we can calculate the value of manometric head as shown by the equation number 4. The manometric head is measured by installing pressure gauges in the delivery and suction lines for the pump as close as possible to the pump inlet and the exit, as shown by the equation number 5, where PS and PD are the pressure denoted by the gauges on the suction and delivery sides respectively. The pressure at the suction of the pump is shown by the equation number 6. Similarly, the pressure at the delivery of the pump is shown by the equation number 7, where Pa is the atmospheric pressure. Now the third is total head. The total head is the net head produced by the pump to overcome the static head. The total loss in the system due to the friction, turbulence, foot valves and bands, etc., and to provide the kinetic energy of water at the delivery tank. The total value of total head is shown by the equation number 8, where HFS and HFD are the head loss due to friction in suction and delivery pipes respectively, and Vd is the velocity of the fluid in the delivery tank. The manometric head and the total head are the same if the suction and delivery pipes have the same diameter. That means Vs, velocity in suction pipe, is equals to velocity in the delivery pipe. The next is net positive suction head. It is the head required at the pump inlet to keep the local pressure everywhere inside the pump above the vapor pressure. The net positive suction head is defined as the difference between the pump's suction stagnation pressure head and vapor pressure head. The value of NPSH is shown by the equation number 9, where Vs is the velocity of the water in suction side. PS and PV are the static pressure at the suction and vapor pressure respectively. In the suction, the fluid is at atmospheric temperature, so the vapor pressure remains constant. To increase the static head, one has to increase net positive suction head. Therefore, the NPSH should be higher value. In order to have cavitation-free operations for centrifugal pump, available NPSH should be greater than the minimum NPSH. The equation number shows that condition. Now we discuss about the various efficiencies for centrifugal pump. The different types of efficiencies expressed in centrifugal pump are as follows. First, manometric efficiency. It is the ratio of the manometric head to the ideal head imparted by the fluid to the imparted by the impeller to the fluid. The value of manometric efficiency is shown by the equation number 11. Second is mechanical efficiency. It is the ratio of the energy transferred by the impeller to the fluid to the mechanical energy delivered to the pump at the shaft, as shown by the equation number 12. Third one is volumetric efficiency. It is the ratio of the amount of fluid delivered by the delivery pipe to the amount of fluid entering the impeller through suction pipe, as shown by the equation number 13, where QL is the amount of fluid leakage loss. Overall efficiency, it is the ratio of the actual hydraulic energy output by the pump to the mechanical energy input to the pump at the shaft. The overall efficiency is the product of hydraulic efficiency, volumetric efficiency and mechanical efficiency, as shown by the equation number 14, where hydraulic efficiency is the ratio of the useful pump output head to the ideal head imparted by the impeller to the fluid, as shown by the equation number 15. Thank you.